No one is perfect. Drip, drip. Drip, drip, drip. Drip, drip. Because we may have a little tank. They have a reservoir.
Have you ever heard more rubbish than that coming out of a politician's mouth? Just like on YouTube, figure your brain some new food. Hello people and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time on the channel, a special welcome to you. I ask that you check out the rest of my videos. If you like what you see, give them a thumbs up, leave a comment, but more than anything, I'm asking that you subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna title this one, Jamaica Labour Party Drips Corruption. It seems as if Andrew Holness, the Jamaica's Prime Minister, has joined the Drip Challenge. For most of you guys who don't know what the Drip Challenge is, drip is actually a new slang term for clothes, and on the social network TikTok they've got a drip challenge where people change into different outfits to represent days of the week. However, it seemed like Andrew Holness, his approach to the drip challenge is a little different, and while doing so, he actually exposed some of the corruption that is being embraced by his party. So without any further ado, let me get into the nitty-gritty. It seems as if J.C. Hutchinson, a member of parliament of the Jamaica Labour Party, has been suspected to have breached quite a few rules and regulation in the Jamaica government. So without me giving it to you in my own words, let me share with you what I heard.
We have come across many people in the pot who have been jumping up and shouting and criticizing our steaming kettle.
Let me stop right there because I didn't understand a word of that. I understand every single word as being an English word, but together as a statement, I did not understand any of that. I've been criticized many a times on this channel because I have rated Andrew Holness as Jamaica's best Prime Minister. And many of my subscribers and viewers didn't share my view. But I am happy for this opportunity because even though I rate Andrew Holness as Jamaica's best Prime Minister, here's an opportunity where I will ridicule what he's saying, because even though I might be a fan of Andrew Holness, not necessarily his administration, I'm a fan of Andrew Holness, but even when I'm a fan of somebody, if they flaw, I'm gonna point it out. My pen, as a writer, I've always said, my pen has no friend. And this is the perfect opportunity for me to demonstrate that fact.
And they have persons there who are presently occupying government land without paying any rent or any form of remedies, who are doing business there, not paying any light bill.
Corruption.
Have been asked to do so, but haven't done so. They continue in parliament.
Am I the only person that heard that sound in the background? Amid all the rubbish that Andrew Holness is talking, there is someone who sounds more like a female that is actually turned on by what he's saying. But then again, you know, when you think of pornographic films, most of the time it's rubbish and it does stimulate some people. So let me replay this part so you guys can hear this person who is obviously excited about what Andrew Holness is saying.
They continue in parliament. In parliament.
Anyway, let's hear what you have to say. Let's hear the rest of it.
And they are occupying the lands. They have no documentation.
Okay, no documentation. He's talking about J.C. Hutchinson, one of his own people.
They conduct business there. They are using the government's electricity. Well, the government is paying for it. So we will, like them, drip drip, 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 drip drip. Because we may have a little tank, they have a reservoir. It is clear that he is a man that understands where the society is going as it relates to what we require for probity, accountability, and transparency.
Let me stop right there, because that right there to me says Andrew Holness is pardoning J.C. Hutchinson for his violation, despite it being obvious that he breached a lot of Jamaican laws. And Andrew Holness is actually saying this is a noble person despite his action. I disagree with that 100%. Andrew Holness is saying it is clear that J.C. Hutchinson understands where the society is going, where accountability is concerned. Someone who holds the office, someone who shares a public office in the Jamaica government that breaches the law, obviously has lost sight of where the society should be going. And if the Prime Minister is saying this person has full sight and is on track of where the country is going, in other words, he's aiding corruption, he's aiding breaches, he's actually pardoning his comrade for breaches in the Jamaican law. Tell me if you see it different. Let's hear what else you have to say, because this part here is the part that I'm going to be talking about the most.
No one is perfect.
See that pause?
Everyone sometimes have their faults and flaws. The electorate will not judge you on perfection. The electorate will judge you on your aspiration. Because politics is always aspirational. What is it that you strive to achieve?
Rubbish, utter rubbish, 100% rubbish. The Prime Minister just spoke to the nation of Jamaica and it's gibberish come out of his mouth. He doesn't even believe what he's saying. And for that reason, he had a long pause after he says, no one is perfect. He's saying everybody has flaws. And pretty much we should forgive people of their errors. If that's the case, then no one should be in prison in Jamaica. What's good for the goose should be good for the gander. Meaning, if you can forgive politicians who are also Jamaican for breaching the Jamaican law, you can also forgive the common citizen for breaching Jamaican law, especially first offenders that are in prison in Jamaica. Open the gates and let them out. The Prime Minister just says it. No one is perfect. Everybody has flaws and everybody will make mistakes. Then the funniest thing the Prime Minister is going to say is that the electoral, the decision does not based on perfection. Stop it. Stop it, Andrew. Here's the deal. When you are a government minister, when you are a member of parliament, you have taken a responsibility in which you are expected to be an example. You should be leading by example. Whatever is it that the citizens of Jamaica sees you do, in their eyes they will see it as we can do it too. Whatever is it that you believe is unacceptable from the people of Jamaica should be unacceptable by your colleagues, by your comrade, by your fellow member of parliament, whether it's PNP or JLP. Speaking of PNP or JLP, you know what? I think the Jamaican citizens, as the world is turning and changes are being adapted to the society of Jamaica, I also think it's full time we rid the People's National Party and rid the Jamaica Labour Party. One of my subscribers mentioned that there was a third party that's trying to make its name in Jamaica known. Let me know about that if it's so. The Jamaican Labour Party and the People's National Party both have histories of corruption, and it seemed like each new member that goes into these parties, they just adapt that corruption and just keep breeding on that corruption, and it's like a legacy to each party. So what I'm saying is, People's National Party, recently there was Lisa Anna, who was suspected of cronyism, and her out was, well, the courts did not find me guilty, therefore I'm not guilty. Speaking legally, that is true, but off the records, everybody know how that went. Everybody know how that go. Jamaican politicians have proven time and time again that they're above the law and they can break rules and breach laws and nothing will ever happen. Their name might come in the Gleaner or the Observer or whatever, and before you know it, it's hush hush, and they are back doing business the way they have normally done business. Jamaica will never make any headway as long as this culture continues. It's full-time politicians pay penalties for their action. Taking J.C. Hutchinson out of one segment or one portfolio and put him in the office of the Prime Minister, that's no punishment, that's no penalty. He still gets a paycheck. It's full-time politicians learn that they have a responsibility to the people of Jamaica, and first and foremost they have to uphold the laws of Jamaica. Andrew Holness, not even smacking J.C. Hutchinson on the wrist, has shown that he conspires with this. If he didn't play a part of it, he agrees with it. He didn't see any wrongdoing in it. If there was any wrongdoing in it, the first thing the Prime Minister of any country will say, well, he has to deal with the long arm of the law or the short arm of the law. He has to pay some legal penalties. He cannot breach laws of Jamaica or contract of parliament or a ministry and still hold a job in government. It's ugly and it's blatant that Andrew Holness is, you know, like I say, I rate Andrew Holness as one of the best prime minister I have seen in Jamaica over my time alive. Many may disagree and many may praise other prime minister over their time because of their era, that they were adults or understand politics more. So I'm giving my credits to Andrew Holness in my era where I understand politics. But even praising him as Jamaica's best prime minister, this is one point I have to say. I suspect Andrew Holness as having no real problem with corruption or breaches of the rules and regulation of Parliament or the Jamaican law. Nah, not feeling that and Andrew Holness's part this time at all. Anyway, people, that's pretty much what I wanted to share with you guys. Let me hear what you have to say, you know, on this channel. I appreciate thumbs up, thumbs down, agreement and disagreement, because at the end of the day, people, each one to each one. You've reached the end of my video, and that in itself is a support that I truly appreciate. And while I'm at it, I will take this time out to let you guys know other ways that you can support my channel. The first and simplest way that you can support my channel is by giving this video a thumbs up. And the second and most important way that you can support this channel is by hitting that subscribe button and subscribe to my channel and follow me through my YouTube journey. Other ways that you can support my channel is by going to my Teespring online store and buying some of my merch. And another way that you guys can also support this channel is by joining me in Patreon to give me a contribution to support what I do on YouTube and what I do to entertain you guys. Once again, I want to thank you guys for your continuous support and ask that you join me, Ian T. Sebast, on YouTube and see where my journey takes me. Until next time, people, peace.